You might have to blow up your screen so you can see this. So who's this Tubal Cain guy? You've got Cain in Genesis that killed his brother, but this is a different guy with the name Tubal Cain. And what he was best known for is for making weaponry out of iron. I'm going to tie all this together for you. So he essentially is Iron Man. Okay, because his gig is, I don't need any God. Man is all that matters. Fuck it. I'll take what I want. Okay, that's what all of this is about. This Tubal Cain. You'll see his logo in movies using this 007, and the joke is it's Tubal Cain, like a dick, but Tubal Cain. The reason the 007 is representative of that is because James Bond was more or less a hitman with a license to kill for Her Majesty's Secret Service, which, if you understand, England and America are the stepchildren of Israel. Incidentally, Israel is like the 51st state legally of the United States, so if you fuck with Israel, you might as well be fucking with Colorado. But if we notice, let's see what Tubal Cain's, how they have drawn this out. Well, what do we have here? Well, it isn't hard to figure out. Weapons of war and murder. In the UN prayer room is this same black cube, and it is made out of iron. Both of these are made out of iron. This idiot Tex Mars, another fucking shill that won't ever tell you the fucking truth because he's part of the disinformation. He's supposed to be explaining it. Perhaps the best way to comprehend what all seeing eye represents is to examine the architecture of the meditation room of the United Nations building. This does nothing for anybody that's seeking the truth. The meditation room is shaped as a pyramid without a capstone. Inside the room is dimly lit, but coming from the ceiling is a narrow but concentrated pinpoint of light which radiates down to a bleak stone altar. On the wall straight ahead is a breathtaking modern mural that is dynamically endowed with the occult symbolism containing 27, remember that number, triangles in various configurations, a mixture of black and white colored and a snake-like vertical line. At its center is the all-seeing eye, which grips the millions of annual visitors with its stark, beckoning image of suspicion. This doesn't tell anybody anything, so I'll fill you in. This cube is iron. In alchemy, it's Fe, like in female, the woman. Tubal Cain, iron. He's Iron Man, like from the song from Black Sabbath, Iron Man. Okay, this is all reminiscent of the false Jew Naziistic tie for world domination. Okay, this picture back here, it's fractal. It's 27, there's your 9. Triangles. Okay, this rod here, it's a sine wave. This here, it's connected to the sine wave with a sickle because it represents Saturn. Just like old Tubal Cain represents Saturn. So now let's look at the words from Black Sabbath, which is Shabbat, which is Saturn, right? Let's look at the words to Black Sabbath. Hang on. Fuck Tex Mars, you fucking loser, lying bastard. So here's the words to Iron Man from Black Sabbath with Ozzy Osbourne, redheaded freak. Iron Man, has he lost his mind? Can he see or is he blind? Can he walk at all? Or if he moves, will he fall? Is he alive or dead as his thoughts within his head pass, blah, blah, blah. He was turned to steel in a great magnetic field. This is all Saturnic. When he traveled time for the future of mankind. Nobody wants him. He just stares at the world, planning his vengeance that soon will unfurl. That casts rather a black shadow over the evening, doesn't it? Now his time is here for Iron Man to spread fear of vengeance from the grave. Okay? Kills people he once saved. If you remember the videos that I did on The Office, when Dwight came in as recyclotron or whatever, he once saved the planet and then he wanted to destroy it because people were considered evil and bad. Nobody wants him. They just turn their heads. Nobody helps him. Now he gets his revenge. Heavy bolts full of lead. Saturn's metal and alchemy is lead. His victims full of dread. Running as fast as they can, Iron Man lives again. Iron Man is Tubal Cain. Tubal Cain is the one that was wanted to rule the world. And so it lives on through all the secrets, all the big secret societies. The iron in the UN prayer room represents Iron Man. We don't want any God. We don't want any of that. We will run the planet and we will do it our way. So James Bond is a representative of the Iron Man. This fucking Tex Mars doesn't tell anybody anything. You fucking moron. That's a fractal picture that's up there. It's a fractal reality. It's ludicrous, these fucking guys. This group, this massive group from ancient times is still running this place just like they did then. There's not going to be any truth movement that's going to change it. You can learn it for yourself, but you're not going to change it. Okay? It's a group that doesn't want anything to do with what you call God. Period. That's why Tubal Cain's logo is the hexagon, the same one that's on the North Pole of Saturn, and the same one the Jews have on their flag. It's all the same fucking group, folks. Wake up. The fucking Romans in the fucking Vatican that supposedly hated the Jews. The Pope runs around with a yarmulke on just like the Jews do. They all wear black. They're all on the same team. Wake up. You've been duped. You've been fucked. You've been lied to. Learn it, live it, love it, and fucking accept it because it's the reality that you live in. The one little piece of freedom that you actually have is understanding what this is and the lineage and the history of it. That the news is fake. The sports games are all fucking rigged. The wars are all scripted. Well, real people died. All that stuff's true. But, you know, it's all scripted. It's set up that way. This is a place that enjoys not having the creator here. It doesn't want the creator here. Doesn't want nothing to do with them. They don't want any of that. As that guy told me in Chili's, he put his hand up to the ceiling and he said, "We don't need any of that." So whoever or whatever that guy was, they ain't bullshitting. They don't want any of that. They are all for this place here, and that's it. So when you see that black cube, understand it represents Saturn. It also represents the group of men that represent Saturn, that run this place. Iron Man. So fuck you, Tex Mars, you fucking punk. I'll rip that fucking mustache right off your face, you slob. And fuck Jordan Maxwell, too, for not telling people the truth. And David Icke with your fucking lying picture on the fucking wall, you cocksucker. Just tell the fucking, you know, they're going to tell you the truth at some point. But by then, when people figure out that all the politics and everything was a lie, that all the religions were a lie, it'll hit them. What you're learning right now, over the years that I've been keep trying to pump this stuff out, they're going to learn in a matter of a few minutes. They're going to learn it in a matter of a few minutes when all of this shit collapses and everything comes together. And they will not be able to fucking handle it. I'm not telling you this shit's going to save your life. I'm just telling you what the truth is to the best of my ability.